Yo, yo, yo. So we're here with Andrew Urosevic. Sorry if I messed up your last name.
No, you're good. You
Um,
got
yeah, perfect, man. So it's been a while, bro. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been good. Just been at school. How you been?
Good, man. Can't complain, just grinding, trying to build, trying to help people. Pretty much it, man. I remember the first time I saw you play was at Battle in the Fort. You were playing for Ridley. I think it was with Terry Upshaw.
Yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah,
just like, I'm like, yo, who is this kid? And you just were like coming off pin downs, hitting threes, getting to the bucket. I was like, who is this? So like,
yeah.
um, would you say like that year is the first year of you like kind of ascending, or did it start before that?
Now I'd say it started the year before that. So the year before
Hmm.
that, um, I played for a team out of my hometown, Kitchener Impact Academy.
Hmm.
Played in like the Premier Prep National Junior Circuit. So I kind of played in the junior circuit. Like I was killing then. I was playing well. That's kind of where I got my game going. And then from there,
Okay.
I went to Ridley. But that's kind of where it started. I would say it was Kitchener Impact. That's where like I started like blowing up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So you're from out that way, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. I'm from
Um,
Kitchener.
you guys have your own wave now, like Jamal Murray, Javon Masters, Will Riley,
Yeah.
yourself.
Hmm.
Um, growing up for me, like Kitchener was never really a town. Like, what would you say has gone into your development? Did any of those guys kind of play a role in, even if it's inspiring you, or is there like a community out there? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, yeah, we for sure got a community out there. We got a whole bunch of guys recently that went D1. I mean, I played with Will growing up too. We played on like the KW Vipers growing up,
Hmm.
and I also played Jamal Murray. I also played for his AAU team. He had an AAU team back in our hometown, like fourth or fifth grade. So it's
Wow.
kind of we got a little community out there. So yeah,
Yeah, that's super dope, bro. That's super
yeah.
dope. Yeah. So, like, what do you think has been the biggest influence on your career thus far, and like just getting to where you are now?
Honestly, I'd say my dad. So like my dad, he coached me growing up. He played too. He played Division 1 basketball at Stetson. He also
Mm,
played in Canada for a bit. Yeah. So yeah, he pretty much was the main guy. He showed me everything. He coached a lot. So I was always in the gym with him when I was younger. And then growing up, like I started playing in fourth grade I started playing fourth grade when I was in grade one. So I kind of always been playing up. And he coached me then. And he always used to yell at me, be the hardest on me. And yeah, kind of work. So he's probably the main one.
no, that's cool, bro. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense actually because just for me, just looking at your game and your progress, it's like I always pay attention to the guys who make like, or they always stand out at least like
Mhm.
big jumps, like off season to off season. And it says a lot, obviously, about you as a person because some guys get by just coasting. But what has went into your development? Like, what's your mentality when it comes to like getting better?
Honestly, I'd say getting reps up. Like every time I'm home, just when me and my dad go to the gym, like we go in the gym, make 400 or 500, sometimes even like 600, 700, 800. So depending on the day, we'll
Wow.
just go get in a lot of reps. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. Just go get in the reps. We got a routine that we stick to, and then depending on the day, we like expand, do a couple more things. But we kind of have like the same little foundation start to our workout every time.
That's tough, bro. That's good, man. So like, what is your background exactly?
My dad's Serbian, and my mom, she's pretty much just from Canada. So
Yeah,
a little bit
see
of
that
Serbian.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Serbians, man, you guys got a wave too. So,
yeah.
um, did your dad like originally grow up there and come over here? Or?
Yeah, yeah. No, so he was born here, but like his father, like he moved over like 2 years before he was born. So
Okay, yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense, bro. That makes
Hmm.
sense. So, I think it's like a natural progression for kids, like elite kids, to go from Canadian prep schools to American prep schools, and you went over obviously to Phoenix and made the
Yeah.
move. Like, what went into that, and yeah, how did you get there?
So I pretty much got there from the Bios to all Canadian game back in grade 11. That was pretty much probably like when I first started blowing up. Like that was when I kind of took off a little bit. So I'd say the all Canadian game. After that, had a whole bunch of schools reaching out trying to recruit me and get me to their prep schools. And then yeah, we kind of ended up deciding. Went down there with Coach Tony McIntyre. He took me down there, Mike George, and then didn't work out between them, and then I felt like it was best for me to come to NMH this year. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no, the NEPSAC is like historically a good conference. I'm pretty familiar with it. Northfield Mount Herman has a great tradition of like just sending guys to the next level.
yeah,
Um, what is the biggest difference between playing at a prep school like that and then playing in Canada?
I'd say the competition throughout all the teams are better. Um, like in Canada, I mean, like the highest of the highs, like the main prep schools, like obviously the talent is all similar, but I mean, I feel like the lower end prep schools here, like they still have like high level guys on their team. So I kind of
Mm,
feel like the talent is more spread out. It's not like all guys are dominant on one team.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, um, is it a skill set thing? Is it a physicality thing, a size thing? Like, what's the biggest difference? I would say, like you would say.
I would say like honestly in the knapsack there's a lot of like systems. There's a lot of system like
Hmm.
oriented like teams. Like there's a lot of scouting that goes into it. There's a lot of preparation. Like our coaches,
Hmm.
they spend a lot of time. We got scout, we got film, we got all these walkthroughs. So I feel like that's the biggest thing for me personally was that we spent like a lot more time just in preparation for the games. I feel like the talent level and the size, like there's good players everywhere. So like you're gonna always play against good players. But like I feel like just the way we approach the game is different here.
Mm, okay. Have you had to adjust anything? I guess playing in America now.
Um, Not really. I just feel like obviously the players are better. And you just gotta bring it every day. That's the main thing is you gotta
Yeah.
be ready to go every day. Like you can't take days off here because if you do, it's like there's other guys out there that just expose you because everyone's good. So
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. Is there anyone you like model your game after?
um, when I was younger, a lot of people said I played a little bit like Brady Hessler from
Mm,
Canada. I went to Baylor. I also like Jimmer Fredette. Watching those two, like
yeah.
watching college highlights a lot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I also like Walter Clayton in the
Okay.
Walter
That
Jr. I like watching
makes
his.
sense. He's
Yeah,
loud, but yeah,
yeah.
that's cool, bro. So obviously, first and foremost, congrats on signing to Lehigh.
Thank you.
What went into the decision going to Lehigh?
Well, like a big thing for me is academics. You know, my dad he kind of takes care of the basketball aspect of everything. For me and then my mom, she's all about academics. So, I kind of wanted to boast the best,
Yeah,
boast the
best
best
source.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's like you can get a great education there, and then also play Division 1 basketball at a high level. So I'd say like those were the two main reasons. Like academically, it's like a great institution, and
hmm yeah. No, that's super cool, bro. So you've seen in the past they've had guys like CJ McCollum come out of there, um,
yeah.
underdogs, guys who don't you don't have to necessarily go to a high major to get to the league anymore. Um, have you been in contact with CJ or anyone like that and just kind of like learned about their journey and or anything of that nature?
Nah, I haven't talked to him or nothing, but like yeah, nah, not really.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah.
that's cool, bro. So like, what's your long term like goal with basketball?
Obviously to just make money, hopefully play an NBA one day. That's everyone's goal and everyone's dream. So just see how far basketball can take me, and then from there, after that, yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
that makes
my
sense.
goal always just growing up was just to get a scholarship, go play Division 1 basketball. So now my next goal is to play professionally after the basketball. So after
Yeah,
university,
yeah, no, that's good, bro. That's good. It's definitely good. Obviously going up a level, it's gonna change a lot of some things. You're obviously gonna have to adjust to, like most kids. What do you think you have to do to prepare yourself to be um, an elite basketball player at the next level?
the biggest thing I'm working on right now, I'd say, is just like my body. Just getting stronger, tightening my body. Just working on that because I feel like I got all the skills. I can do everything
Hmm.
on the basketball court. But like the biggest thing, even just like especially in all Canadian game, it's like all the guys got freakish bodies, and that's just the biggest thing I'm working on is just working on my body because I got all the skills to
Mm,
do it at that next level.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so obviously it was another good game this year. You showed off your shooting ability, your ability to score the ball. Um, you spoke about like the athleticism, things like that. Um, is there anything particular you want to work on just for the next level that you learned from that game?
Like honestly, not from the game specifically, but just like I said, just
in
working on my
general?
body.
Yeah,
Like
that makes
just working on
sense.
my body. All the guys got good bodies there, and just that's kind of just the next step for me is just fixing my body, taking care of that because I can shoot it any day. So like that's never an issue for me. It's
Hmm.
just like, work on that.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. So like Canada has like a bunch of talent coming out nowadays, and
Hmm.
is obviously dope to see the game growing. So for a kid who like watches this interview and he's like, I want to be like Andrew, is there any like three pieces of advice that you would give the next generation?
Um, Nah, the first thing is you just gotta work on your game every day. That's the biggest thing. You gotta
Hmm.
be consistent with it. That's pretty much the main thing, and just work on your game. Another thing is like you gotta love it too. Like, you just gotta you gotta work on your game every day, and then yeah, if you don't love it, it's gonna you won't enjoy yourself, and then you won't get better, and then it won't be good. And another thing I'd say, honestly, I'd say those are two main things. You gotta love it, and you just gotta be in the gym every day and be consistent.
Yeah,
So those
no,
are
that
two
makes
main things.
sense.
So, yeah,
That makes sense, bro. Well, I know it was short, but
yeah,
I think shorter the better. You got, you get what you need out of it. And
yeah,
so I want to say thank you for your time and best of luck with everything moving forward.
for sure. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for having
No
me.
problem, bro.